23:11 UTC. So that's around 7:11 p.m. EST. Well, I can't believe that this actually happened. This has never happened in many years. GitHub, yes, has had GitHub has had outages. GitHub definitely has had outages on their platform, where like the site has been laggy, things didn't work, things were broken, some pages reported 404 errors. You got 502 errors when you tried to merge pull requests or create pull requests, stuff like that. But I have never, ever seen an actual big service like this just completely go down for this amount of time. So, honestly, so GitHub operations incident, webhooks incident, pull requests incident, packages incident, code spaces incident, API requests incident, issues incident, actions incident, pages incident, compile incident. I have never, ever seen this. All GitHub services are experiencing significant disruptions. As long as I've been using GitHub, as long as I've been using any platform, and the way that things like GitHub are designed, this should never happen, ever. I am just taken by complete shock that this actually... Okay, I want to read this full disruption starting from the beginning. We are investigating reports of degraded availability for actions, pages, and pull requests. So this looks like to be it's the start of the issues for GitHub here. But the entire site was down. Update. Pages is experiencing degraded availability. We will continue to investigate. Update. Copilot is experiencing degraded availability. We are continuing to investigate. We could just see these updates, just things slowly starting to shut down. Update. We are investigating reports of issues with github.com and the GitHub API. We'll continue to keep users updated and progress towards mitigation. Update. Packages is experiencing degraded availability. We are continuing to investigate. Update. Git operations is experiencing degraded availability. We are continuing to investigate. Update. Issues is experiencing with degraded availability. We are continuing to upgrade. It's just... Holy crap. Update. Code spaces are experiencing degraded availability. We are continuing to update. Update. We are experiencing interruptions in multiple public GitHub services. We suspect that the impact is due to a database infrastructure related change that we are working on rolling back. So obviously somebody got fired today. Obviously somebody no longer has a job at GitHub. Update. The database infrastructure changes being rolled back. We are seeing some improvements in service health and monitoring for full recovery. So this update was released just right around now when I clicked the start streaming button. So it does look like, hold on, I want to pull this up on my second monitor because I don't want to accidentally leak something. But it does look like GitHub is starting to come back online again. Yeah, it's online. But holy crap, that was actually down. Holy crap. I have never, ever, ever seen an incident this large. Usually, you know, accidents do happen. I could understand that in the tech world. It happens. You know, you get degraded availability on some services, on some APIs, but never, ever have I ever seen the entire site completely just go down. And especially a site as used as GitHub and as popular as GitHub. So many companies rely on GitHub as their main source management tool. And I am just in complete shock that this actually happened, that it went down. And there is a lot of things that have to go wrong for this to actually happen. And I am just completely... I'm completely in shock of how this is happening. So incident with webhooks. So it looks like the issue started with webhooks at around 1409 UTC to 1441, which is like 209 to 241 UTC PM. Disruptions with some GitHub services. These incidents have been resolved, but obviously somebody made a oopsie daisy in one of these issues, it looks like, and the database infrastructure change is being rolled back. We are seeing improvements in service health and monitoring for full recovery. This is some Moonlight Forums type shit. Like, God, I just can't believe that. So yeah, it looks like some service went down. Somebody made a database. Somebody made a whoopsie daisy. So the way that I understand GitHub services that work is that they have multiple data centers, right? They have data center 1, data center 2, data center 3. Let me pull something up to show you here. Hold on. Okay. I think they discontinued Jamboard, right? Screw Google. Come on. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't even create that. Fuck Google, bro. One second. I swear to God, if this thing makes me create an account. Okay, here we go. I think. Not sponsored by anyone, by the way. I just need a whiteboard to show you how this works. Okay. So. Yeah, this is just crazy that I've never seen this happen. Ever. But. Okay, so this is the last update. So the way that, oops. The way that can I just draw? The way that, from my understanding, the way that GitHub works is that we have Data Center 1, D1, we got Data Center 2. These are all databases, by the way. So each of these data centers have separate databases. And we got D3, right? And then we got the thing here. This is the sync. So basically, they are all syncing one another. So you create a pull request. And then, and I think so that's the databases. And then I believe we got a main database. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it's something close to this. You create a pull request here, right? Then you're sending it off to the main database. Your pull requests get merged, whatever. This main database then backs up to syncs to these three databases here in 3 completely separate regions across the world. So this could be like US East. I'm not even gonna draw. This could be US East, this could be US West, this could be US South, stuff like that. But an incident that happened before is that somebody was, for example, doing some work on database 1, right? And Kevin Fang actually has a really good video explaining this, but if you want, you could go watch a video. It's better at explaining things, and it's actually correct. But what happened is that the D1 went down, so they shut off this connection here. But then what they did, I believe, is D1 was still broken, but they resumed the connection or something like that. So then what D1 was doing is it was also trying to sync between these 3 other databases here. And since this was still corrupted data, it was sending corrupted data to database 2 and database 3. So basically, GitHub kind of went down. And their GitHub pages, web server, but it wasn't anything like the entire site just completely went down. And that is a GitHub 404 error page. So I honestly am in shock that such thing just happened. Oh, okay, so they just posted another one. Pull requests are experiencing degraded performance. We are continuing to investigate. Okay, so we can start to see that some things are going back up. So we got major outage. So now we got partial outage on pull requests. So some things are obviously starting to go back up again. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this live going to explain this as it is going. But let me pull up GitHub here. I'm honestly just in shock because it's crazy that something would happen. But I honestly can't believe that such thing would happen. I want to see if any news was officially made yet. Yeah, down detector. I want to see the down detector reports. This is gonna be holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, yeah, down detector is pretty pretty not working. So let's see, baseline reports. So we could see all day today it was nothing happened, and then something happened, some cron ran, some guy messed up, and it seemed to be at around 6:38, and people were just experiencing. We could see that it went from 0 reports to 4,771 reports to 11,000 at its peak reports, which is honestly crazy. It was so much fun. But yeah. So what does this mean for you? Well, during the GitHub outage, the API was down, everything was down, which means that a lot of your services would probably be down as well because there's many things that rely on GitHub as source control. I really hope that they didn't have to roll back, because if they did, that would be very bad. And what I mean by roll back is that pull requests, for example, in the last hour would be simply deleted because that database would be corrupted because it did mention a database issue. So that would be very bad because that would mean that pull requests, changes, commits, all of that would be completely lost. And that's really bad because let's say you're working really hard on some repository, right? You're coding it, blah, 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 blah. And then you create a pull request. The pull request gets merged. So, it's merged. You have it on a fork. You have it on the main repository since it's merged. So then you decide to delete your local, copy on your computer. And then, all of a sudden, the GitHub site goes down. They roll back. Imagine if they roll back changes from like an hour, so that pull request and everything didn't happen, and you deleted the version on your computer, so hours of work would be gone. That's kind of like what's happening right now, or potentially, if they do have to delete stuff, which I'm really hoping that is not the case. Nothing is confirmed yet. They're still investigating it, it seems like. But they probably lost. I mean, even for an hour of it being down, they probably already lost millions of dollars. And Theo's live here too. This is funny.
The other part being split. The way Apple sees this is there's two sides. There's Apple and there's the application developer. In Apple's mind, this works like this.
I don't think he's talking about it right now. But now, yeah, that was crazy. Was he talking about it before? Oh, he was live when it happened.
It's very like.
And then he was watching another live stream. So this is just a live stream and a live stream at this point. But anyways, he's just doing his own thing. He's coding. But I'm honestly in shock that this actually went down. But right now it looks like they're recovering very slowly. It's been around 10 minutes, so they probably... Okay, so they didn't post another update, but it seems like some things are starting to come back online, and I could see within the next 12 hours things starting to go from major outage to partial outage to degraded to back online in that slow process. But I'm really curious, and I'll definitely keep posted on what happened here, because I have never, ever seen... ever something like GitHub go down, and you know, as I said, I saw outages before, but I've never seen like a big site like GitHub, especially GitHub because it powers a lot of the web. Not this backend behind it. It'd be very bad if something like Cloudflare goes down and this happens. Then I probably won't even be live streaming right now. But GitHub is the main tool, source management system, source control system that is powering most of today's web and many sites. So it's very, very bad that this went down. But I'll definitely be keeping posted with this situation that's going on here, because it's never happened before, and I'm very curious to see what's been going on, or what has went down and why this happened. And I'll obviously keep posted somewhere, because the Silver Network channel is not really made for this. I was really hoping to actually make a video for another YouTube channel. Moonlight 4.0 is coming soon, so just yeah, it's just crazy that that this happened. But we could start to see that things are starting to go back up. Before, you did see the actual error page that was going on over there. So let me pull up a picture here. Here. So why is that at... Here we go. So here's how it looked like. You saw it at the very beginning of the live stream. For my YouTube viewers, I'm sure you could rewind back and see. But it was literally a 404. No server is currently available to service your request. Something went seriously wrong. Seriously wrong, because for something like this to happen, a lot of things have to go wrong. A lot of things. So sorry about that. Please try refreshing if the problem persists. It was unable. There was no server to service your request. GitHub was completely down. This is like a 504 error or something, or along something like that. But it's honestly crazy that this happened. GitHub is back online right now, though, as of a couple minutes ago. So I am able to access like my repositories and all that other stuff as such. Oops, there's my GitHub popping in and out. So I'm still able to create. Oh, okay, no, I'm still able to create repositories and stuff here. But it is obviously probably degraded for a lot of people. And I could just... Okay, so, yeah. Here we go. Another thing that went down, all their services were down, including code spaces, which is probably the worst because... yeah, here, code spaces. Because I do most of my work in a code space. So imagine working in a code space, forgetting to save your work, and it just cannot connect to the code space. That is the worst. And usually it's just been shut down, but this is completely... Everything is down. Did they release a new statement yet? No, they did not. Let's take a look at their X here to see what's going on with them. 12 minutes ago, 17 minutes ago. So I'm going to start reading this from around 42 minutes ago. 43. GitHub operations experiencing degraded availability. Issues is experiencing degraded availability. Webhooks, code spaces. We could just see some of this stuff just going down one by one, which is crazy. It doesn't appear like it went down all at once. It looks like it was one by one throughout the course of around an hour. We are experiencing with multiple public GitHub services the database infrastructure changes being rolled back. So database infrastructure change. So they're probably updating the database. They're probably switching from MySQL to the other one because GitHub probably doesn't like Oracle. Pull request is experiencing degraded performance. Yeah. I'm still pretty surprised that this is actually happening. But it looks like things are slowly starting to go back online again. We just saw a live update of pull requests going back online, and it's just like the slow cycle of things starting to start back up again, in the same kind of like order as they shut down. But I'll definitely do some after this, because I don't even think GitHub knows what's going on. So I think after I do all of this, after GitHub finds out, once they fix the issues and once they release a statement, I'll do some. I'll do a lot of. Ooh. Okay, our stream there is about to drop here. Oh. It went down to 30 kilobytes per second. Okay. I think we're good now. Sorry about that if anyone if the stream dropped. But yeah, I'll definitely continue to look into this, keep posted, and I'll keep posted with everything. And I'll probably do another live or whatever discussing exactly what happened, because I have never, ever seen anything like this before. And something has to go seriously wrong for every GitHub service to go offline. It's not just a simple outage. Something seriously had to go wrong, and it couldn't be some individual person, because no individual person has access, especially in a big company like GitHub, to just have the power to do this. And I don't think it would be anyone either. I also don't think it's a cyber attack as well, because usually a cyber attack targets one specific category here, like actions or whatever, or maybe a couple, like Git operations issues, but it definitely does not take down every single operation. And the only way I could see them taking down every single operation is if a cyber attack somehow attacks GitHub's kind of like core servers, and GitHub is forced to shut everything down. But this definitely does not seem like the case in what's happening here. So I don't believe that this is an event of a cyber attack either. So I think somebody just made a big oopsie, or some cron ran that was supposed to be expired or disabled or something. But I believe this is purely human error, what happened here. Somebody forgot to stop a cron, somebody forgot to plug something in, remove some firewall, allow some port in a firewall, something like that. But I do believe that this is something with human error. So with that being said, take what I said in this stream with a grain of salt, because I still do not know. I still don't know any information about this, other than it's something that has to do with database infrastructure, as it said there. So take it with a grain of salt. I may not be right. I may be completely wrong. So don't use this as a valuable source for anything, please. And I'll definitely keep you updated as more information starts to come out here. But yeah, thank you everybody for watching the 25-minute live stream. And yeah, like I said, I'll definitely keep you updated. All right. If you want the status, I'll post it in chat here. Actually, I can't post it in chat because I don't use Reese. Maybe I can. Hold on. Can I? I don't think I can. Yeah, I don't think I could send. I don't think I could send anything. Can I? Compact mode. The hell is this? Oh, this is cool. Okay. Anyways, yes, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you soon. I'll keep you updated. And yeah.